The first ever known union of any African states was in 1958. This is when the colonial masters were giving up their colonies. As you all know, most of Africa was colonized by the British and the French. The French gave their colonies two choices. You can be independent with no attachments to France, or you can be independent with some attachments to France. They never really expected any African country to not want to be affiliated to France. But to their surprise, Guinea and Mali said, "Thank you, France, it's been wonderful, but it's time to go home." So this, of course, absolutely infuriated the French. And in their anger, history tells us that they went in, took everything that they thought they had brought to Africa, including the last teaspoon and the last chair. They proceeded to pour concrete into the sewage pipes, completely devastating the two economies. The then newly appointed president of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, in his efforts to help these two economies, created the first ever known union of any African states, which was Ghana, Guinea, and Mali. A few years later, a few states met in Morocco, and a few more met in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. By 1963, our Pan-African leaders decided that it was time that Africa begins to come together and rebuild that which was destroyed by the Berlin Conference of 1885. As some of you might remember, the Berlin Conference, that is when, after our colonial masters had traveled around the breadth of the continent, found amazing, powerful kingdoms with educational systems and religious systems, that they felt that the only way to truly conquer Africa was to make the Africans believe that everything that is African was bad and that everything Western was better, particularly British.